It's Chris Smith time. Oh, hello, everybody. It's me, Chris Smith. We're back with brand new episodes. After being off for several weeks, we needed a well-earned rest. And guess who's with me right now, everybody? Look, it's Blackie Humphrey. Blackie Humphrey, Hector Angel, Shadow Rascal, Godfrey Gladstone the Third. You know. Oh, I'm sorry, Blackie. You know, Blackie had been. Oh, thank you. Blackie had been injured with a corneal ulcer, if you saw the promo for our show last week. And he was wearing a cone of shame. I don't know why they call it a cone of shame, Blackie, because really there's no shame in it. Oh, he's so sleepy. You know, he got a clean bill of health today, and I couldn't be happier. And guess what? Today is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear me. Happy birthday to me. You know, all I wanted was Blackie Humphrey to be all right. And now that he has gotten the cone of shame off, as they say, look how he looked this morning at the doctor's. And they even do that little sign. I think that is so nice at the doctor's offices, how they always have the names of the pet on the door with little hearts. It just gives you that extra I'm a real person feeling. Now look at this. This is funny. The other day when I woke up, Blackie was under the sheet, and I said, "Is it a lampshade or is it Blackie?" You know, I'm old-fashioned. I don't believe in having the picture go across the screen or anything like that. Oh, hold on 1 second, friends. I had to silence my phone. I've had so many birthday well wishes today. Oh, look at this cute thing that I bought. Now, this came from A Beautiful Noise, the Broadway musical, which I haven't seen yet because I haven't been to New York to go to Broadway. But you could get this thing. It was on their Instagram page. And Ken Davenport, the producer, who's one of my favorite Broadway producers, he sent this cute little card. He had this offer. He was like, "Who wants a Beautiful Noise button?" And it's one of those that you push the button and it says something. I thought it was going to play "Sweet Caroline," a dun dun dun, but it was actually one of those buttons that you can push and make your own recording, which is even better because I can always play "Sweet Caroline." But look what I recorded. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time in the city. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I know. It's all about Chris Smith. But yes, so he said, "Who wants one of these?" And all you had to pay was shipping. And then he sent a cute little note that says, "A little good times from me to you." Isn't that nice? Now, the reason that I'm bringing up A Beautiful Noise is because Blackie, they're doing the most innovative thing. They recently announced that they're adding a fourth matinee to the week. So you get like a Saturday and Sunday matinee, and I think they're doing like a Wednesday and Thursday. Then they're taking away one of the evening shows because that will give tourists in New York a chance to have an extra show in the day if they want to see a show. It's so noisy around here. Yes. So isn't that clever? Somebody trying something a little different because, as they were saying in the story, theater going has sort of changed since the pandemic, and some people aren't going out in the evening as much. And so I thought, that's very nice. Now, you know, a lot has happened since we were here last time. And I aired 4 episodes that I taped with my dear sweet mother Betty. I have 2 more that I'm going to air. One, I was having a pity party, and a well-deserved pity party, because I have a lot of pity for myself sometimes. But those will still air, don't worry. But we had to return to business because so many things has happened. Oh, and I've got to do my Beetlejuice review, everybody. Watch for that in the coming days. This is just of the national tour. I already did my Beetlejuice review of the Broadway version, but now it's on tour, and it's timelier than ever because, as you may have heard, Lauren Boebert, that congresswoman, went to see Beetlejuice when it was in Denver, Colorado, and she was caught vaping in the theater. Can you imagine? Loud gum chewing is bad enough, but actually vaping and blowing your smoke into the air. And a pregnant woman was sitting right beside her. Then she was taking pictures in the theater during the show. A no-no. And she was dancing and singing along. Now, I appreciate when people are enthusiastic about shows, and especially Beetlejuice, because y'all know how much I love Beetlejuice. But, my goodness. And then she was denying it all. She was being rude to the other patrons, even when they asked her, including a pregnant woman, asked her to stop vaping, and who was sitting right behind her. That baby's probably going to be born with 3 heads now. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But then there was video of her and her date fondling each other in the theater. Oh, Blackie. I just don't know what to think about her. Yes, I do. Well, we had a hurricane since we've been off the air, or at least I haven't made new episodes. There was a hurricane that came to Los Angeles and the Southern California area, and it was Hurricane Hillary. And then we had an earthquake that day, so they started calling it Hurricane. It was terrifying. Actually, it was just a lot of rain here in this area. And I've actually seen worse rain because last winter was just horrible, the first few months of this year. But, it did a lot of damage in different places, and I feel terrible about that. But, yes, the hurricane was a very strange day. And then I slipped on a step and threw my back out a little bit. Don't worry, I didn't fall. I caught myself, but I sort of jerked. And then I had to miss the next day of work. When the people got to work, they opened up their playbill, and a little slip of paper fell out, and it was like, at this performance, the role normally played by Chris Smith will be played by someone else. And, that's always disappointing. What else happened in the news, Blackie? Well, Funny Girl starring Lea Michele finally closed on Broadway. I didn't get to see it, but my friend Abigail got to see it. And look, she brought me a playbill from the August Wilson Theater, and it was one of the Pride playbills as well from Pride Month. I always love when they do that. I've talked about it before. But so now Funny Girl is starting its tour across the provinces. It won't be with Lea Michele. But the girl who's doing it is very talented. I heard a snippet of her singing, and I said, my goodness, thank goodness we have a good singer. No offense to Beanie Feldstein. Abigail also brought me these playbills when she was in New York this summer. The Sign in Sydney, Bernstein's Window, White Girl in Danger, Good Night Oscar with Sean Hayes. I would have loved to have seen that. My phone is blowing up. Oh, so many birthday well-wishers. Um, I don't even know how to say this. Prima facie, facie. It's a legal term. And I think I showed you when I was at home visiting my mother. The Abigail went to the Tony Awards too and brought me a playbill for that. Amazing. So, what else? What else? As the fruit market guys used to say when we were in high school, there was this place called the Fruit Market. It sold other stuff besides fruit, and you would go and get candy or whatever there. And you'd step up to the counter, and they'd be like, "What else?" Which always threw me because I hadn't even ordered anything yet. So, what else? What has there been? Oh. Blackie, did you hear that And Just Like That got renewed for a third season? He's so excited. I still want to have Emma come back and discuss the end of that first season. I mean, that second season that we just experienced. And because we love talking to Emma about it. So many people have died lately. Paul Rubens died, who you all know and love, who played Pee Wee Herman. Look, I keep him up on my wall there. It's been 1 year since Anne Heche died. We still haven't gotten over that. And Barry Humphries, who played Dame Edna, of course, died. I still haven't gotten over that. Leslie Jordan. It's like all my favorites are dying. Arlene Sorkin, who played Calliope on Days of Our Life, she passed away. And she was in many things. She was a voiceover actress. Nancy Frangione, who played Cecile on Another World, she died. Billy Miller just died, who had been on General Hospital and Young and the Restless. What is going on? And even David Jacobs died, who created Dallas and Knots Landing. It's just too much, Blackie. But here's some exciting news for you, if you need something to cheer you up after all that death. Theater Camp is on Hulu. I think it started September 14th, and I highly recommend it. And it's such a cute movie. It's about theater camp. And, yes, you'll just have to go and watch it. And, oh, Blackie, they are releasing that Waitress, the musical, that they filmed in 2021, and it's going to be released on the big screen December 7th as part of the Fathom events. So check the interwebs for that. And, oh, and guess what? They are making a musical out of Death Becomes Her. Yes. The hit movie that starred Goldie Hawn and why am I drawing a blank? And Meryl Streep, of course. And now they're making it into a musical, and it's going to have Megan Hilty, who was in Smash, and of course, and Jennifer Simard, who just finished work in the Britney Spears musical, Once Upon a One More Time. And she was in Disaster, Seth Rudetsky and Jack Plotnick's musical, and so many things. And this is her first big leading role on the stage, and it's very exciting. So look for that next year. And that's just some of the things that Blackie and I have been talking about lately. But, Blackie, say goodbye to all the friends. This was just a little this and that. And we have some exciting topics coming up. And we're going to film them right now, aren't we, Blackie? Just a couple. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's so good to be back where we belong and without a cone on us. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.